Good evening and welcome to News at 9. First, the highlight. Lagos State Government constitutes first ever Cybersecurity Advisory Board. President Tinubu pledges to end reign of economy saboteurs. And on the foreign scene, authorities shut down historic bridge in Portland, Oregon over train derailment. And in sport, Nigeria Football Federation appoints Finidi George as Super Eagles coach. Now the news in details. I am Timmy Dayo Anthony. Lagos State Government has set up a cybersecurity advisory board to facilitate the design, implementation and management of an effective cybersecurity program. Commissioner for Information and Strategy, Bengal Motosho, says the move is a major step to mitigate cybersecurity risk in the system, assets and data, noting that Lagos is the first state to proactively constitute such forward-thinking and strategic board in cognizance with its status as the pest-sater for technology, innovation and governance. Motosho says the board will make recommendations to the government on the development, planning, refinement and implementation of policies, programs and training initiatives regarding its cybersecurity endeavors. According to him, Governor Sanwo-Olu congratulated members of the board, saying its constitution will reassure investments that Lagos State is not just a technology hub in Africa, but a cyber-secure tech hub. The Lagos State House of Assembly has announced its decision to set the last week of September for every year for the celebration of the Yoruba culture. The decision of the government followed a resolution passed by the Lagos Assembly at a sitting held on September 19, 2023. Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Tourism, Art and Culture, Oloruntoyin Atekoya, who signed a letter dated April 8, 2024, told the lawmakers that the state will start the plan ahead of the celebration. Commending Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu and his cabinet for the decision, Speaker, Lagos State House of Assembly, Mudashiru Obasa, described it as a good development. He described the Yoruba culture and heritage as very important, just as he stressed the need for its preservation. Meanwhile, the Lagos State House of Assembly at plenary held a mini silence in honor of the late former governor of Old Anambra State, Chukwuemeka Ezefe, who was buried while the house was on recess. The Lagos State is gearing up to host its inaugural International Fire Safety Conference from 25th to 27th June 2024. The conference, which aims to bring together various stakeholders to address the increasing incidence of fire disaster in the state, is themed Stakeholders Collaboration, a panacea to incessant fire disasters in Lagos. Over the years, the Lagos State Fire Service and Rescue Service has seen distress calls rise significantly from 1,195 in 2021 to 2,537 in 2023. Resulting in substantial casualties and property losses. Recognizing the need for a fresh approach, the conference will feature workshops, seminars, panel discussions, networking, and expos. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu will inaugurate the event, emphasizing the importance of leveraging cutting-edge technology to propel Lagos into a 21st century economy. Lagosians are grappling with the effects of the ongoing fuel scarcity as shortage of supply disrupt their daily lives and strain economic activities. Speaking with a live Bike Motor reporter, Toyi Badmus, they expressed their concerns as long queues continue to form at petrol stations and passengers are left stranded at both stations across the state. Private and commercial drivers lamented the effects of queuing for fuel, which affects their productivity and turnover, while passengers groan over the hike in price of transportation.
Transportation is really on the right side. I'm coming down from Ayobo right now to Alausa, and I've spent close to 2,000 naira.
The effect of the fuel scarcity is quite unbearable. This morning I had to stand like over an hour at the bus stop to even get a bus, and even when the bus eventually comes, the price has skyrocketed.
The fuel scarcity is really affecting. I'm running a business on my own, and today I cannot even go to work. I don't see where to go to. The customers have been calling me. It's really affecting. Since morning I've been here. They have closed down the police station.
Some of the commercial vehicles and drivers on the road allege that the fuel now costs between 700 and 900 naira in some filling stations. The rumored fuel oil comes despite claims by the Nigeria's National Petroleum Corporation Company Limited NNPCL that logistics issues causing fuel scarcity has been addressed. And now to the rest of the stories. President Bola Tinubu says the Nigerian economy has escaped the phase of sabotage as his administration continues to pursue its target of ending the reign of economic saboteur, working against the nation's progress. Tinubu, who said this at the meeting of the African heads of state and government on the 21st replenishment of the International Development Association in Nairobi, Kenya, also declared that Nigeria is set to harness the potential of its youthful population to transform into a global digital economy powerhouse. The president, who was represented by Vice President Katim Shettima at the meeting, hinted that the nation plans to become a global hub for outsourcing talent within the digital and creative economy. The Federal Ministry of Works has announced that the CCTV and observation room for the 3rd Mainland Bridge will be ready in June this year. Speaking after routine inspection of the 3rd Mainland Bridge, Eko and Kata bridges, Minister of Works David Umahi expressed satisfaction with the rehabilitation of under-deck infrastructure of the bridges. Umahi noted that the work was getting a very crucial stage of underwater infrastructure for the 3rd Mainland Bridge to reinforce the piles, some of which had been eroded due to activities of illegal miners. Same rehabilitation work were also at the various levels of progress on Marina, Liverpool, Independence, and Ikamu Bridge.
We're working on a number of bridges we inherited. We inherited construction work on Eko Bridge, Marina Bridge, Liverpool Bridge, all done by Buildwell, even the Independence Bridge and Igamu Bridge.
Earlier, the minister and his entourage, consisting of Director, Bridge Design and Construction, Bede Obiora, and the Controller of Works in Lagos, Olukorede Kisha, inspected ongoing establishment of the right-of-way for the ongoing construction of the coastal highway project at Oniru Beach, Victoria Island. A Competition and Consumer Protection Tribunal sitting in Abuja has restrained MultiChoice Nigeria Limited from increasing its tariff and cost of products and services scheduled to begin on May 1st. The 3-member tribunal, presided over by Saratu Shafi, gave the interim order following an ex parte motion moved by Ejiro Awaturima, counsel for the applicants Festus Unifade. The tribunal, in a ruling, restrained the company from going ahead with the impeding price increase pending the hearing and determination of the motion to file before it. All parties in the suit were directed to appear before the tribunal on May 7 at 10 a.m. for the hearing and determination of the motion on notice. And now to foreign news. Authorities have shut down a historic bridge in Portland, Oregon, after a derailed train car was seen leaning against the bridge support. According to report, 2 cars had fully derailed on a Union Pacific line on the east side of the Century Old Steel Bridge. Portland Fire and Rescue Service says the bridge is now completely closed to all train, vehicles, pedestrian traffic, noting that it will remain closed until it can be assessed for structural stability. A picture from the scene reveals that the freight train carrying 4 derailed and caught fire on Friday, April 26th, east of Lupton, Arizona, near the New Mexico-Arizona state line. And now to sport. The Nigeria Football Federation, NFF, has appointed Finidi George as the new coach of Super Eagles. NFF announced George's appointment in a statement on its official website, with the board approving the recommendation of its technical and development committee to hand over the reins to the 52-year-old former Ajax Amsterdam and Real Betis forward. Finidi George, who spent 20 months as an assistant to the outgoing Jose Santos Peseiro, had been serving as the interim coach after the Portuguese tactical departure following the Super Eagles' improving run to the finals of the 2023 Africa Cup of Nations in Cote d'Ivoire. Just before we go, speed thrills but kills. Please do not drive beyond specified speed limit. You can follow us on like all of our social media platform. X, Traffic Radio 961. Instagram, Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch our news and program on our YouTube at Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website at trafficradio961.ng. Now, did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration supplied 86,000 door furniture sets to 775 public schools? You can get more details on Lagos State Government website. To end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. Lagos State Government has set up a cybersecurity advisory board to facilitate the design, implementation, and management of an effective cybersecurity programs. President Bola Tinubu says Nigeria's economy has escaped the phase of sabotage as his administration continues to pursue its target of ending the reign of economic saboteurs, working against the nation's progress. We also told you that authorities have shut down a historic bridge in Portland, Oregon, after a derailed train car was seen leaning against the bridge for support. And in sport, the Nigeria Football Federation, NFF, has appointed Finidi George as the new coach of the Super Eagles. For contact with the newsroom, please send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. The ends the news broadcast compiled by Adirayo Iduwolaya. I am Dayo Anthony. Many thanks for listening.